Hello, my name is Bianco. In this video I will talk about American Tactical imported from Turkey Nomad brand shotgun. Those are simple single shotguns. That kind of style of shotgun is imported into USA with a couple different brand names, and this is the American Tactical version of it. The item comes in a typical cardboard box. The box is a bit shorter in this case because the item folds up relatively compact. Inside we have the shotgun in a plastic wrapper, and you also gonna get the manual. We're gonna look at that first quick. You can always stop the video, but I find it important that the manual is on the video as well. As we see here, not many parts in this typical single bottle, folding bottle shotgun. So that is that. In this case we have a 18.5-inch bottle. They also make it in longer bottles. We have a typical brass bead in front. It's in the center, well made there. The muzzle they did not blue. It was not polished or anything, it's just the bare metal. Then we have the marking there, a bit crooked, I would say. The engraver maybe had a bad day in Turkey. 12 gauge 3-inch chamber. With 3-inch ammunition, that thing, because of the lightweight, has quite some recoil. So it's up to you. We have olive green in this case, polymer forend and buttstock. The sling loop in front is also the screw. You can take this screw out, then you can push down on the forend for further disassembly if you want to do that. Then we see the chamber area. We have here 4 drilled and tapped holes. So that is for a scope mount or optics mount. If you would like to put on a red dot or something on it, that is possible there. They have that. It's a simple device with 4 thumb screws to put on with a Loctite. There we have the receiver. It's a steel receiver. Engraving Nomad, made in Turkey. American Tactical. Under the tape is the serial number. Then the part here on the bottom, the trigger guard, is a cast pot metal. That's basically the action to open it and close it. I'm gonna show that. Trigger as usual. On top we have the hammer. It has quite some serrations on it, but they are not too sharp, so you need to be have a pretty firm grip on it. On top we have the little notch there for the rear sight, together with the bead that works. We see here the silver part, that is the firing pin. So as the hammer would go forward, that is the part that hits the primer. Then we have a polymer handle, a buttstock, also olive green. We have that chick piece on both sides. Have a bit texturing on it, not bad. There is the part where they started the molding, so that needs to be a bit dehorned. I did already do that. We have a polymer sling swivel on the back. We see that still has a bit stuff in between two there that needs to be dehorned and taken off. Then we have the butt pad, in this case rubber, more solid butt pad. It's not a ventilated rubber one, it's more a bit yeah, it's a softer plastic, I would say. It's not a rubber, with some texturing on it. Simple, easy solution. You can always get one of those slip over pads if you want to have more padding there. We have to see those guns here are really simple and easy to use. Now to open the action, we have this part here, the trigger guard with that hook shape part. Basically you press that reward and then the action can be opened. That has not automatical ejector, it's just manual. As you open the action, that part here is under spring tension, goes out and it folds all the way down. We see here the cutout on the fore end, that is for the trigger guard. So basically it goes all the way like this, and then you have the distance here relative close together. So that's basically the packaging what you can get. It's all legal in USA. The bottle is 18.5 inches and the overall length is over the 26 inches. So that is all well and legal like that. It's basically universal gun for on the farm or backpacking. You can put it easy in a bag, say in a trunk, in a car trunk, things like that, where you want to have the gun ready to be used, but folded down. Of course, other single shot designs you can unscrew and take it apart. This one just happens to fold together like this in an easy and fast way. Now this one is caliber 12. They also make it in 20 and 410, each of them in 3 inch, up to 3 inch shells. We're gonna look in the second video then about the 410 version. This one here did work out of the box, no problem at all. So far I have experience with 4 of those shotguns, and only one had problems out of the box that needed the extractor needed a bit to be fitted because that was too tight in the action. That was relatively easy done and then well looped, and since then it works. So for the accuracy I did a quick just test one on a target. We have here the guard ammunition in a 00 buck, and we see here the camera has it pretty much on it. We see the watt it go here on 12 meters distance. We have 2 together here, and of the 9 shots, buck shots that we have only, I need to move that a bit. We only had one that did go that far apart. That is that typical flyer. The main group is pretty close together at those 12 meters with that short barrel, but one flyer, that is that one. But at least it's still on the target, so that works. But yeah, of course, with that short barrel, that is more for universal use and less for hunting and all that. But all in all, for the price, really a great gun, especially since they now make it with OD green plastic polymer furniture. The first ones that I did buy were completely black. That did work out too. The negative is maybe the hammer could be a bit more sharp textured. The extractor, the trigger, all works. Sometimes that screw here that is by the trigger guard, sometimes is a bit sharp too, so maybe that needs a bit dehorning. Sometimes it's not screwed all the way in, because there we have that, basically the guide for that action here. That is sometimes a bit to be adjusted. Sometimes on some of them the corners also below here on all sides are a bit on the sharper side, especially in front here too. So if you do the same what I do, then change the finish, add another finish on top of the gun, rework it a bit, take the time and dehorn it, and then paint it or Cerakote or whatever you do with it. That for sure gonna help, and then it's easier to use. But other than that, that gun works really well, especially for the price. The price, it depends. It can be, in this case it was under $80, but it can be up to like 120. It depends where you buy it and if they have it on sale or not. So all in all, well done, American Tactical. Nice shotgun, really easy to use. Everybody should have one.